Yeah, they all agree with him, you know. Yeah, here, if you don't believe us, they turned to a total stranger he was from London, right? He was 62 years old, right? He didn't have a wrinkle on his face. And he had a jet black hair. And I was 45 at this time. And then Paul Arkin goes, hey mate, how old do you think he looks? Oh, mid-50s, I'd say. There you are, mate. They weren't finished there at all, man, you know. And he says, I mean, this guy's a total stranger, right? You know, it's so free, like, with the answers, you know. He says, well, what do you think makes him look so old looking? Oh, it's the wrinkles around his eyes, you know. And I says, oh, I have to put some kind of defence up, you know. So it says, oh man, that's just years of laughing, mate. That is, you know. And Paul Arkin goes, nothing's that funny, mate. Nothing's that funny, mate. Friends like them, you know. But, you know, I was back in a little village where my mum and dad used to go when we were young. And this woman, she was still there. She was 86 years old, you know, and she was still in this shop, you know, working, you know. And everybody knew, my dad was, he knew so many people. For some reason he called him Skippy or Bug. You know, Skippy the bush kangaroo. Yeah. Skippy, Skippy. So he used to call them everybody Skippy, right? So that, obviously he got the nickname Skippy, you know what I mean? And they wouldn't know my name, you know. A lot of people. But anyway, I said to this woman, I says, do you remember Skippy Lowry used to come in here? And she goes, no. There was a Bernie Lowry, she says. Yeah, that's the same man, you know. And she looked up at me, she said, why? Are you a brother of his? What do you do? When I was 10, I looked 20, you know. But I shared a flat with two lads in Dublin, you know. They were in the church, you know. And obviously you have to have a sense of humour. These lads were on a lot of medication, you know. And there was James Davis was the name. Davis was such a cute little guy. He was from India, and everything was too much hassle, too much tired, too much hungry, you know. And he went missing one time, and he was walking around in flip-flops in the middle of March, you know, and I picked him up, and he had no idea nothing of it, you know. So, but he was a lovely little guy, and I came in one night, and he says, Brian, can you do me a favour? I says, yes, Davis, what? Can you put £3,000 in my account, please? Cool, Davis. I thought he was short of toothpaste or something, you know. But we were sitting around. James was from Donegal. We were sitting around watching this Bollywood movie, and he was so proud of his country, and he would say, "Oh, Indian Army, too much powerful," you know. But this Bollywood movie was like, it was crazy, you know. It was like, you know, you had this plot. Basically, you had this plot like. It looked like all these army generals were shouting and roaring at each other, this 2 up, 2 down, it looked like this overdone on espresso or something, you know, and you couldn't get one word out of every sentence, you know. And then coming down the stairs is this woman, she's got this tray of glasses, you know, and they all look up at her startled, you know, she heard something she couldn't hear, you know, she was shivering. And they shout another order up to her. And the next thing, she disappears, and now you've got this army of dancers, you know, oh, do this dance, you know. She's nowhere to be seen. And there's always this one guy, he's got leather trousers on, and he looks impeccable. No matter what, they could throw him out of a helicopter or on the trains, he looks the same, you know. But he always shows up at just the right time. So this dancing stops anyway. And next thing, the woman reappears, you know, now she's in this forest, you know, and the Indian army's trying to shoot her, like, and there's branches coming off the trees, and this guy appears walking down the hill, you know, and he's shooting them, and he walks over to her, picks her up, throws her over his shoulder, and carries her away off in the sunset, you know what I mean? And James and Davis had been sitting watching this movie all along, you know, and they were in sandwich. But then after that scene there, James turned to Davis and says, asked Davis, he says, Davis, this is a true story. Oh, this is a true story. But there was a couple came, they were from New Zealand, you know, and oh man, I tell you, they moved into this really expensive apartment. Really $1 million apartment. The landlord was going crazy, and They come to church, you know, I went around and, oh, they were acting like they were about to get a leg off, you know what I mean? The landlord was messing around, I said, look, okay, all right, things aren't ideal, let's put things in perspective. Nobody's about to get a leg off either, you know what I mean? And he goes, oh, this right, I'm glad we let it change, you know? So off we went, and I didn't hear anything from her for a while, and then like the phone rings, and it's Leanie. I said, oh, hello, Leanie. And I hear this man screaming in the background like he's been tortured or rolling on broken glass, and he's screaming, and I just, hello, Leanie. Oh, hi, Brian. I said, how you doing? Not very good, I'm afraid. She says, I'm afraid my husband's not doing very good either. And I said, well, what's up with him? She says, the landlord's kicked us out and he won't give us our deposit back, you know? And I says, is that why he's screaming in the background? Yeah. Yeah, she says, you know. I said, you know, from the other side of the world, you know, and the husband's acting like this. I said, well, put him on for a minute, Lily. So he comes on the phone. I says, what's up, Ralph? He says, ever since I captured this wretched country, he says, there's been a dark cloud hanging over me. Okay, don't worry, it's not that funny. You know, I moved to Maston. Look, you people that live out in Sale and Chorlton might not relate to this, you know, you're even Prestwich or... I moved to Boston, man. Whoa, what an experience. That was before you moved in. The council had boarded up about 500 houses that were going to pull down, you know, and I got broken into 5 times, you know, and one of those times all there was an alarm on the wall, and they took that, you know. And I used to go to this pub called the Museum on a corner, and I was sitting there with this shot. Oh man, you know that's, I don't know if you can relate to the emotional battle that goes on inside, you know, but I was sitting there and I looked to the left and there was a guy with no front teeth talking into a pint glass, you know. Pitbull Terrier slurping off a pint glass over in the other corner, you know. And I looked over to the right and there was a guy that was staring over the ceiling, talking to the ceiling, you know. And I thought, oh man, should I come here for a better life, you know? And so there was a young kid beside me, and oh yeah, that's right, a band started, a one-man band started, and I thought he was quite good, you know. And I was like, oh, things are looking up, you know what I mean? And so I said to this kid next to me, I said, oh, he's quite good, he is, isn't he, you know? And the kid goes, he's rubbish, he said. He's been coming in here for the last 5 years singing the same songs. So I'm sick of him, you know. So the guy was having a break. He stopped for a break, and I says, hey mate, is that right? You've been coming in here for the last 5 years singing the same songs? He goes, no. He says, more than that, it's about 7 years. But you know, when I was up in LA, the funniest thing, the FBI did this sting operation, and they sent these invitations for Washington Redskin. Nobody could get Washington Redskin tickets, you know. And they wanted this guy who's on the run, you know. So they sent out these invitations to pick up your tickets at this office, you know, for Redskin tickets, yeah. So lo and behold, he turned up, didn't he, you know? And of course, poor guy, man, first pick, the kind of thing you used to do, man. He slaps some handcuffs on him, you know. He slaps handcuffs on him, right? And he goes, oh man, does that mean I'm not getting Redskin tickets either? But I'll leave you. I used to manage apartments out in LA, and you might not believe that. What a collection of people together. There was one guy down at the far corner. He was a huge guy. He came running up the stairs one day, holding his side, and he goes, "Man, my girlfriend just stabbed me." Because I was the manager, you know, they come running to me. "My girlfriend just stabbed me." And I said, "What do you want me to do about it?" He goes, "Oh, okay, man." Went down the stairs. And I leave this Kathy, she was obsessed with me. Oh, I'll leave that one out, because you know, Bill, he was beating his girlfriend regularly, you know what I mean? And she was screaming louder than normal one night. So, and the O.J. Simpson thing was just passing. I thought, man, he's going to kill her. So I ran to the door and thinking I could just push it in and scream to her to stop, you know. But when I got there, the door was completely locked, and I went to push it in my foot, and my foot went right through the door. And then I heard the screaming stop. Now he turned his attention to me, you know. But I couldn't get my foot back out. And I could hear him pound up the wall, you know. And finally, just in time, I put my foot out, and I was backing along the balcony. Bill, I'm sorry! Put my foot through your door, I'll fix it. Okay. Anyway, there was a guy called Smokey. He used to live down on this. Kevin next door. He held an axe to the neck one night. That's a long story, I've already told enough already. But was Smokey. Smoke will run over top now, I think. Anyway, Smokey used to live down this right hand corner here, and every time he had an argument with his girlfriend, she used to throw piles of his clothes on the green, you know. And you know, I picked it up one day, I was walking down the stairs, and Smokey's there with his hands on his hips, you know, and all his clothes are over the green. I says, "What's wrong, Smokey?" He says, "Yeah, Brian, I'm getting tired of this, man."